Yo, Phoenix Insanity here. We back with another video to just help you guys get better at Tekken and then actually start punishing things. So in this video, I'm just going to go over common strings for characters that you guys should be punishing or not letting people steal turns from you. And you're going to get that when you see Alisa's moves. Basically things that you didn't know were negative, and also moves that are actually not plus on block but may look like the enemy has an advantage, and you're letting people steal turns or abuse these things against you. And yeah, let's get right into it. The first thing with Alisa, her down forward 1-4 is minus 11. Punish this. Stop letting them Alisa abusers get away with this. And for anybody who's higher rank, a lot of people do not know this is minus 11. The blue ranks, they just let Alisa do this. It looks safe, it feels safe, and she's really getting away with it. All right, so some of these moves might be for some Garyus as well. I'll throw in some Garyu moves so that everybody can have something that they didn't know. I'm pretty sure if you're like Tekken King or even above that, a lot of these you probably will know, but it is what it is. Next move, Alisa, her down forward 1+2 does jail, but it's 0 on block. You can mash on this, even though it looks like you shouldn't do anything. Another thing, Alisa's boost 2, this is usually minus 8 depending on the distance. There it is, minus 8. So it is not her turn if she hits you with this. It is your turn, even though it looks like you should. For my Garyus, you guys are running into a lot of Alisas that spam this. This by itself is launch punishable. If she does both, you can sidestep the second part. Like that. Just walk around it. Another thing about Alisa's is a lot of them like to start the pressure with down forward 1 or forward 2. Down forward 1 is minus 6. You can mash buttons on this. She does have the extensions, so be careful of those. And forward 2 is minus 4, so you can perfectly sidestep to either direction to avoid her follow-up after forward 2, or you can mash on her because this is not plus either. Alisa also has back 4-4. Some people in the blue ranks, you just finishing the string, hoping for a hit. You're not catching a proper whip punish. This thing is mad punishable. And then if they go into fly, I mean, you just running into a launcher. So jab it, launch it. Now you guys know. In her chainsaws, she has this, and now she can actually boot. Okay, now she can boot. Okay, boot. You can actually sidestep. You can sidestep this. I'll show you. There you go. Next character, Asuka. Now, I actually forgot to include this move on the last video of strings that you should be avoiding, but Asuka's rising 1-4. The second hit is high, and you can duck the second hit, and it's completely reactable with some training. Just improve your reactions. This is one of Asuka's new moves, so a lot of you guys may not know this, but her up 1-2 is minus 11 on block without the 90-watt gusto. So if she's using this outside of 90-watt gusto, make sure you punish this at minus 11. A lot of you guys never punish this famous Asuka move. Back 3 is minus 19. Now she does have follow-ups that she can go into, but oftentimes they just back 3 it and they're looking for a confirm to go into a combo. At minus 19, Hwoarang can punish it with Plasma Blade or back 3. Just look for some of your long range moves. Make sure you're punishing this. Do not let Asuka get away with just spamming back 3. Another Asuka move that is sometimes seen, especially in the blue ranks, is Rising 3. Some people will spam this in the lower ranks, but this is minus 16. You can launch this. Send that girl to the sky. Another Asuka move is her low kick in the mid. This, whatever you call this move, but this is minus 14. I see a lot of Asukas that will often plant. They use this very often in the blue ranks. This is minus 14. Hit them girls with that heat engager. Just knock them out for spamming this. Asuka at the wall, sometimes you guys are getting hit by this string and you're afraid of the low, so you duck. At the wall, just don't duck. If she hits you with the low, let it go. Let me go back to the wall. If she hits you with the low, let it go, because if she does the mid, it's your turn at -9. You can take your turn back and start applying pressure to Asuka. If Asuka hits you with this low, it's -4, so you can actually sidestep after this. Anything that's -4, you can sidestep. So if a lot of you guys are getting hit with this and you don't know what to do and you're stuck just holding back and blocking, you can sidestep after getting hit with this. In the lower ranks, Asuka has been getting away with down forward 1-4. This is -12. So use your 12 frame Punisher and stop letting Asuka do this for free. No longer. Next character, Azucena. Okay, so some Azucena players are using forward 4-3 in the neutral, trying to catch you hitting a button or something like that. This is -14. A lot of you guys are not punishing this as you should. So there you go. If you see Azucena do this, remember it's -14. Another thing that Azucena players are doing, using 4-2. This is -13. Make sure you punish this. Another thing from Azucena's stance is that she'll do the low kick and sometimes she'll finish it. That's -10. Trapped by up forward 3+4, because it is plus on block and you feel like you can't move. But at -4 for you, you can actually sidestep after this, and Azucena has to make a read on whether to do a tracking move or to just go for continuous pressure. On some rare occasions, you'll have an Azucena that actually uses back 3. This is only +2. You can mash on these plus frames. A lot of people aren't taking the plus frames properly as they should. Just mash on her, or you can sidestep after it as well. All right, next character, Bryan. So Bryan's back 4. It is +4, and as I said before, you can sidestep at -4. So you can sidestep after his elbow. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have probably figured this one out, but there's some of you guys who do not know. You see the big block stun and you're scared to move. Bryan doesn't have very many options he can do after this at +4, because most of his counter hit tools start at higher frames. So like to get counter hit with his knee, if you jab after back 4 and he goes for a counter hit with the knee, you will win, because he needs at least something more plus to actually catch that counter hit. You'll be faster with your 10 frame or even 11 frame move before Bryan can catch a counter hit with this. A general knowledge about Bryan is that he's a counter hit character, so a lot of his launchers or his big damage comes from catching counter hits. So really with Bryan, you just want to try your best to avoid getting counter hitted. Other than that, Bryan's usually make it to higher ranks because he is a higher skilled character. Hey, just stop getting counter hit, really. Bryan, rising 1 is -14. A lot of you have been punishing this, but you haven't been punishing as good as you can. So -14 on that. Make sure you catch that. Bryan's rising 3 is -10. So some Bryans will do just one knee, and of course you're scared of the second, but you could actually sometimes you can jab in between this, depending on if the Bryan stalls it or not. So if they stall it, you can actually jab in between it. So if you ever see Bryan do this, make sure to catch your 10 frame punish. Hatchet kick. It is +5. It's recommended that you don't hit buttons after this, but since Bryan's counter hit tools are so slow, oftentimes 10 frame jabs will beat a lot of his launching options. So I wouldn't recommend always mashing, but check on Bryan's. Check them with jabs to see how they react after they get their plus frames. It's really not a lot of good options. Like he can do down 4-2-1 or 1-4, but his big counter hits like back 2, his 4-3, you just don't have enough time to actually catch these counter hits, even though you're plus. So if the Bryan's just catching damage, yeah, this is 18 frames, his mid kick. His plus frames often aren't actually enough to set you up for a guaranteed counter hit. So if you're willing to risk the life for it, I would say check Bryan with jabs after his plus frames. If you don't agree with that, hey, write it down in the comments. I play Bryan. People always sidestepping after hatchet. They always hitting buttons after hatchet. Hatchet kick ain't never scared nobody. Pick up Bryan. You will see. There's a few on that get hit by the hatchet. They'll stand there. But a lot of people they'll sidestep or they'll actually hit buttons after getting hit by the hatchet. Oftentimes they'll go for a launcher. They'll do a hop kick or something. They'll get hit by a hatchet and go for a hop kick. Like, these people be wilding out here. Next character. I don't play enough Claudio to really know, but at least on his hop kick, it's minus 13. So people who are getting hot kicked out there, this is minus 13. Make sure you catch that. I know for a long time, I used to when Claudio first came out in Tekken 7, I used to let him get away with this. So if you new to Tekken and you run into a Claudio, hey, make sure you punish his hop kick. That's all I really know. Claudio's 444 is sidesteppable. So if he's at this range and you know your Claudio likes to mix it up with running 2 and 444, you can sidestep this and it's only +1. So you can actually just move out of the way on this. Just get out of the way. Other than that, I really don't know too much about Claudio. If there's some Claudio players in there that want to throw some tech in the comments, please do and help out the video. Thank you. Next character. Contrary to popular belief, Devil Jin actually has to play pretty well to actually be good at the game and be viable. There are some cheeky things that he can do, but he actually has to get you in a combo to actually start his stuff off. A lot of his stuff is catching counter hits and catching the opponent just not blocking, and then this doing combos off of, you know, his sweep. That's a lot of Devil Jin's offense, is you just being scared of Demon Paw and being scared of Hell Sweep. One thing that I noticed that people do get away with, especially at the blue ranks, is sidestep 2. This is very launch punishable at -22. Make sure you guys are not letting Devil Jin get away with this. Another thing I'll see Devil Jins do sometimes at the lower ranks is 1, 2, 4, 3. This is jab interruptible and sidesteppable. I'll show you that real quick. Boom, there it is. You can actually jab sidestep. So if you have a Devil Jin who abuses this 2-piece, you can jab it, and you can also sidestep it as well. There it is. There it is. Another Devil Jin move. Now, I was a victim of this for a long time. Morning Crow 2-2. This is -14. So at the higher ranks, they do know this, but they've been getting away with only catching a Rising 4 punish. Stop letting Devil Jin get away with this. So whenever he goes into his mix-up and he doesn't do 1, and he does the 2-2, you can -14 punish it. So you can hit it with a heat engager. If you're June, you can actually launch him for this. Also with Eddie and Kazuya can also launch him for doing that as well. All right, now you know. Another thing that Devil Jins like to abuse is the chain into Morning Crow. You can actually sidestep if he does the 1 option. So if you know your Devil Jin likes to spam it, it is a guess because he has the 2 option. But yeah, you can get around this pretty easy with a sidestep. So stop letting that Devil Jin from out here hit you with this and just going crazy on you. Stop letting them Devil Jins fly on you. A lot of higher ranked Devil Jins, you might use up forward 3. It's not as good as it was in its glory days, you might say. But at +3, you can still sidestep. So if you see Devil Jins hit you with this to keep the plus frames, you can actually sidestep after this. And then he has to make a choice of doing something that tracks. So those are your options after up forward 3. And that's all I got for Devil Jin. Next character. I did change my practice character because Alisa does have a slightly better sidestep than other characters. So I don't want you guys to be wondering why you can't sidestep. So I got Jin, who has a normal sidestep, so that you can actually sidestep stuff.
That was a horrible explanation I gave there. I switched from Alisa because her sidestep is better than other characters, and she may be able to sidestep things that other characters can't. So I switched to Jin, who has a normal sidestep. So when his sidestep works, 90% of the cast sidestep will work if it works for Jin. That's it.
Dragunov. All right, he used to be his running 2 is only +4. It used to be +6. So you could actually sidestep after this. So if you're catching a lot of pressure from Dragunovs who are doing this running 2, you can sidestep after this now. Another Dragunov thing is his down 2. A lot of you guys are letting Dragunov continue pressure after this. Dragunov actually can't actually continue pressure. It's -1, which means that even though you got hit, you're at an advantage, and you can rising 4 before Dragunov can do anything. Dragunov can sidestep from here, but if Dragunov attacks, you will win every time. So if you get hit by Dragunov's low, don't be afraid to rising 4, unless Dragunov has shown that he will sidestep. Most Dragunovs will not sidestep after down 2. They will just go into pressure. As you can see, I very much do play Dragunov. Another thing that I see some low-ranked Dragunovs do is they like to try to catch a back 1-2 just in the open sometimes because it knocks down. This is -12. Do not let this go. Make sure you catch that 12-frame punish on that back 1-2. If you know Dragunov's not going to finish the back 4 2 string, and he's going to go into sneak or just not punish it, it's big minus at -6, -7, depending if he goes into sneak or not. It is your turn. I would recommend just probably sidestepping and watching what the Dragunov does, and then you can make a decision based on whatever follow-up he does, if whether you should sidestep or mash buttons. It is kind of scary because he does have the one follow-up that he can stall. You could always just go for a high crushing attack as well. Some characters like Lee used to have a high crushing down forward 1. Sometimes Lars is down forward 1 high crushes. So depending on your character, you have different options you can go for. Just the option select on Dragunov, whether he finishes it or he goes into sneak, if he has something that's high crushing, or if you just have like Ling has a super fast back 1. I think it's 6 frames. Her back 1 is 6 frames. So some characters have unique options to deal with it, but go to practice mode and see what you can do to stop him, because all Dragunovs are using this string. You really just need to cover this string. This string is just very, very abusable. If you catch Dragunov using 1-2-1 in a neutral, -14. Make sure you punish him for that. Don't let that Dragunov get away with this nonsense. And this is just for the lower ranks, but Dragunov's shoulder is not launch punishable. I know some of you guys are wondering why you can't punish this with a hop kick. It's for my lower ranked people. It's not hop kick punishable, bro. It's just -14. A lot of shoulder attacks that look like this are often launch punishable. So, hey, just so you know, not launch punishable. -14. It's another one for my lower ranks. Dragunov's special throw is 1+2 break. Some of you guys didn't know that. You didn't know how to break the throw. Some of you guys, you're newer to the game and you're like, what is this? What is this? Because you've never seen it. It's a unique throw animation. This is a 1+2 break. Another Dragunov move, down back 2-1-2. This is -14. Some of you guys are punishing it, but you don't know how punishable this is. A lot of Dragunovs will use this to try to catch a counter hit on the last one to do a combo. This is -14. Don't let the Dragunovs get away with a 10 frame or a 12 frame punish. -14, boys. Another thing, to tell what Dragunov's going to do during his tackle. 1+2 does high damage. So if you know the Dragunov just wants to do a bunch of damage, usually this is at the beginning of the match. If you get caught with a tackle, they'll go for that one. Otherwise, the one break takes away gray health. So if you have a lot of gray health, go for the one break. So it's really dependent. So that's how you can tell which throw an intelligent Dragunov is going for. One break gets rid of gray health, and then the 1+2 is higher damage. Next character, Feng. All right. First of all, Feng's back 3 is very sidesteppable. How do you know Feng is going to do back 3 though? Because Feng want to do back 3. They love doing back 3. So if you have a Feng that's spamming this, it's very easily sidestep to Feng's left. or to your character's left, I'm sorry. So if you're playing Jin, go into the foreground. And you can sidestep this. It's very readable. A lot of Feng will just run up and just do it. So this is sidesteppable. So don't let Feng do abuses on you. If you already blocked it, you're locked in. It's time to start guessing. Another Feng move, it used to be a safe poke, but now they actually just do the extension. But if you do catch any Fangs just doing back four by itself, it's -10. Be careful of the extension though, back four too. It does not gel, so you can duck the second hit, as you can see here. I don't believe I put this in the last video, but Feng's Rising 1-3 is a heat engager, but the second hit is high, and you can duck the second hit. So there you go. Make sure you duck that. Another tip against Fangs. For whatever reason, these Fangs at the beginning of the match love to do a Kimple step. Make sure you're watching Fang, because at the beginning of the game, oftentimes they'll Kimple step, wait for you to do something, punish it, and then they'll go crazy. Another thing that Fangs love to abuse, especially when in heat, they'll do some type of setup. Hold on, I can't even do it. They'll do some type of setup, sidestep 1+2, back one. Back one is a high attack. You can duck this. This is high. So if you got Fangs and he's abusing this, it's high. Some of you guys don't know it, and his hand is really low. I mean, I'm literally punching Jin in the face. Like, I'm palming Jin's, like, through his face. So, that's a high attack, in case you didn't know. Next character, Hwoarang. All right, so a lot of guys don't know that Hwoarang does have a lot of plus frames from Flamingo, and he can loop into stuff, but his biggest weakness is that his moves from Flamingo are slow. His jab from Flamingo is 13 frames, so when he gets into Flamingo, oftentimes he is plus, but then Hwoarang has to make a guess on what to do next. So like, is he gonna go mid, and then the weakness to this string is that you at 4 you can actually sidestep. So Hwoarang has to go for a tracking move to actually catch you. I'll show you. Watch this. Oh, that was a tracking move. My bad. Sidestep. 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 Well, that second part track, that's just Tekken. So a lot of the things he can sidestep. There are some moves that will catch depending on the direction you sidestep, so beware of that as well. So like, you will get launched if he goes for the launcher after that and you're sidestepping that direction, so sidestep the other direction. So yeah, so a lot of this stuff is sidesteppable at -4. You guys probably didn't know that. That's going to help you deal with Hwoarang, because I know a lot of them are mashing this button. So there you go. Some general knowledge about Hwoarang is that from his Flamingo, his fastest move is 13 frames. So Hwoarang does have a lot of plus frames, +6, +8, you know, and then he goes to jab, and that's +5. But his fastest move from his Flamingo is 13 frames, and that's his jab. His kicks are usually 14 frames or more. 28 frames on the hop kick. The low kick is 16 frames. So he actually doesn't have a lot of fast attacks from his Flamingo. Now, they do come at you very fast, so that's why he has so many plus frames. So really, it's about weathering the storm, waiting for her to do something that you know that you can counter. So I just taught you that, you know, you can sidestep after this. So after you see something you can counter, then go for your counter. A lot of Hwoarangs, they have habits where they'll always do this jab when they get into Flamingo. They can't wait to do this jab. Look for that in Hwoarang's offense. A lot of low-ranked Hwoarangs often abuse this. They get stuck in flow charts because Hwoarang has so many moves. And it's easier to pilot Hwoarang on a flow chart than it is to think like, oh, I'm here, what should I do? Oh, I'm here, oh, I can do this. Oh, I'm here, oh, I'm gonna go for a hop kick. They often just flow in a flow chart, go in the hop kick, go here, go here, go here, go this, do this, do this, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. And they flow chart. So they'll run into the same pattern. So just wait for that Hwoarang to flow chart and you'll deal with them a lot better. Another Hwoarang move that you guys want to see. Some Hwoarangs are doing this. This is minus 14. So make sure you are properly punishing this when you see Hwoarang do 3-3 in the neutral. And that's all I got for Hwoarang for now. Next character. Jack A. Alright. 4-2 is his fastest standing 10 frame move at 10 frames. His regular jab is 11 frames, so Jack actually has a slower jab than everybody else. So oftentimes you'll beat Jack to the punch because his jab is slower. But his forward 2 is also minus 12. So make sure, don't let a Jack be out here abusing his forward 2 out here. Make sure you punish him every time you see that at minus 12. Another thing is that Jack's make it clap. His new move is actually sidesteppable. Boom, there it is. So don't let Jack do this in the neutral. This is not free. Yep, there you go. You can sidestep it. So you see the 2-1, get behind that Jack and send that man to his demotion match. Also, if Jack tries to abuse his stance with forward 3, this could actually be sidestepped as well. Big punch. Now he does have some options that follow the sidestep, especially depending on the direction. Obviously he has a tracking move, but most of the time, a lot of his quicker options can be sidestepped. You can also sidestep block this right there if he does it too slow, or if you do a smaller sidestep. If you sidestep to the other direction, I believe you can get away from the 4 as well. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, if you sidestep the other way, you get away from the heat engager. But just beware of the tracking moves. That's all. Most of the time, Jack goes in the stance. You do have an opportunity to sidestep as long as you didn't get punched in the face. So remember, at minus 4, you can sidestep safely. Only thing you look out is for a tracking move or a move that tracks to a specific direction. This move does have big pushback. His back 1+2, but this is launch punishable. So if you see Jack spamming this and you have a long range launcher, I believe June, Asuka, and probably some other characters have some potential long range launchers. Hwoarang back 3 to actually launch this, and Jack does this from too close. So look out for that. If you have a Jack that's abusing plus frames, and by abusing, well, that's what we all want to do. So if you get caught by this, minus 4, you can sidestep after this. Jack's jab is really slow, so actually it's not as fast as it could be. So you can actually get away with mashing on Jack because he doesn't have a lot of options from 2. He has like 2-1 and 2-3. You'll take some damage, but his other moves will be too slow to actually capitalize as much as he wants on this. So yeah, Jack is a little bit slower, so it looks like he's really plus, but he doesn't have a lot of quick moves that'll really make you pay for it. Risk it as you want, but hey, unless the Jack is showing you that he's actually doing something that's respectable, disrespect that man, that bot. A lot of you guys should know this. It's very, you should know this, but his up back 1+2 is very slow. So if you jab this a few times, you can still duck it. So if you ever see this and you've jabbed it a few times in armor, you can still duck this. Duck and launch that. You guys should know that. I hope you guys aren't out here religiously blocking this and getting beat by Jacks. A lot of Jacks at the lower ranks will abuse this move because it is tracking and it is armor. A lot of good properties. Jack's uppercut, I don't see this get punished often. I know that because I'm a Jack player, but it's minus 14. At the higher ranks, they will punish me, but oftentimes they only do like a 10 or 12 frame, 10 to 12 frame punish. Make sure you get that whole 14 frames in at minus 14. All right. A move to be aware of is Jack's sidestep 1. This is deceptively plus. You don't really look like you're negative, look like it's plus, but if you get this, often Jack do sidestep one into uppercut. This is +6, so be careful when you see this. This is actually plus. A lot of you know sidestep 2. This is a real plus fray at +9. It is a high though, so duck this if you see Jack abusing this, especially at the wall. Them Jacks they be wilding, and he can go in a stance off of it as well. And that's all I got for Jack. Next character, Jin 214. So a lot of Jins used to abuse 214 before it became -10. It is -10 now, so you guys be aware. But if they stall the 2-1, you could actually sidestep the 4. So a lot of times they'll stall this and try to wait for you to hit a button. You could actually sidestep away from the kick. If y'all see me just do it, okay. There it is. But you could actually sidestep away from the kick if they stall this. And then you can launch Jin for it. There you go. I already showed you guys this, but I just wanted to show you that 1, 2, 3, you can sidestep the 3. Now, obviously, there's the 4 option, but that was in the last video. So if you have someone that abuses the 3 because they're scared to do the 4 for whatever reason or whatever it is, you can sidestep it. Jin's down forward 2 into wave dash is not as real as you think. Now, you do want to look out for high crushing moves. His left hand God Fist is high crushing, but if he's doing other options, you can actually jab after this. So this is me doing the right hand God Fist, and you see me getting jabbed. This is me doing 3, you see me getting jabbed, but when I do 1, it does go under the jab because it's a little slower. But so it's up to you to what you want to do with that knowledge. He does have an extension, so be careful for the extension. But if you have a Jin that's abusing this and going down, most of the times you can jab him in the face and stop him from putting that pressure on you. The other way to stop the left hand is just to do down forward 1. So this is me trying to do the left hand. It's not as plus as you think, but if he does do the right hand, you'll get counter hit. So you got to make that choice. But now you have options on how to fight back against this. I see a lot of Jins go into mental alertness and they'll finish 1-2, hoping that they'll get a hit. This is -14. Do not let them Jins get away with this. This is free damage that a lot of you guys are not getting the optimal punish for. -14. Make sure you punish that properly. Jin's mental alertness 2 is -5. It is your turn. It does not look like it's your turn because of the big pushback and because Jin's rushing forward, but it is -5. Do not let Jins do this to you and then continue their pressure. It is no longer their turn. They have lost their turn. At -5, you can do a 14 or I believe up to 18 frames. Let me think about this. You could do a 14 frame move and they should not be able to sidestep it. So at -5, he can't sidestep or anything. So if you do a 14 frame move, you'll beat Jin and he won't be able to sidestep. So it's your turn after he does this. I missed this in the last video, but Jin's rising 4-4. Stop letting Jins abuse this. It is very fast though, so I'm not mad if you don't duck this. I often miss this 99% of the time, but rising 4-4, you can duck the second part of it and launch Jin. If any Jin is using rising 1-2 in the neutral, not as a punish, it's your turn. I don't care if he goes in the stance or whatever. Hit buttons on that Jin. 4-3-1. This is -12. Make sure them Jins ain't abusing them double mids on you. And I believe it's actually sidesteppable as well. If they stall it, you can sidestep it. Okay. If they stall it, you can sidestep it. But that's only if they stall it. You got to catch a pretty decent sidestep. I wouldn't risk it though. It's not really worth it. But if you see someone stalling this a lot or pressuring with this, you know how Tekken is. Sometimes you get hit, sometimes you don't. That's just Tekken. Some Jins like to use down forward 4 into some type of a counter hit button to catch you pressing buttons. This is 0 on block. It is a free-for-all after this, so be careful when you catch this. This is a trap by Jins that they'll often use so that they can use another fast move because you think that it might be your turn after this. Looks like a big flashy kick, big flashy axe kick. They catch you slip it. It's 0 block. Be careful of this trap. And that's it for Jin. Next character, John. Let's go. So One thing for John, her 4-3-4, if someone uses at the wall, minus 13, make sure you catch them punish frames. Now, this move is often used by Johns that'll catch you ducking on her 4-3-2, and they try to mix it up. Punch that girl in the face. Like, tell her ain't none of that nonsense getting past me. Now, you'll run into a lot of Johns that do this. This is sidesteppable. This is sidesteppable into the background to Jun's left. So if you run into Jun's doing this, this is how you stop getting poked in your legs. So look out for this move. This is 4-4-2, Genjutsu 1. Alright, so look out for that. She does have tracking options from this, but oftentimes people don't use the tracking options. And it looks like you can sidestep and block to cover both options. Or you can sidestep duck as well to catch her for a launcher if she tries to switch up the options on you. Do not sidestep into the foreground. She will track you into the next dimension. Look at, I'm telling you, she will 180 like this is a cross up low. So do not step into the foreground. It's not worth it. There's nothing there. All right. Step into her left. A lot of you guys at the lower rates are getting caught by this, which it does look plus, so I don't know why, but you're hitting buttons after this and getting caught by 1+2. All Juns do this for what? Because it works. That's why they're doing it. So if you get hit by this, just block, bro. Just block. She's going to do the 1+2. You know it. I know it. It's going to happen. And at +6, you cannot sidestep after this. So don't try to sidestep after this either. Another thing at the wall, this is +2. It's a 12 frame move. So the second one is actually 10 frames. So don't fall for this one either. And it's a high attack. So if you see Jun spamming this at the wall, look out, bro. Just duck it. It's a high attack. Jun as well, back 3, -19. Make sure you punish that. A lot of Juns will do down forward 4. This is -14. So if you see this kick from Jun, let me show it to you without. This is her counter hit launcher. Yeah, and counter hit tornado as well. It does it all. So look out for that as well. Another Jun trap, or 4-4 on block into, oh, they changed the input. There it is. This is a trap. If Jun hits you with this, she's expecting you to jab. She's going to go for the counter hit launcher. This move launches when it parries something. So if you see a Jun do this, it's +3. Look out. Another Jun tip. You can jab in between this and float her. This is a combo. If you have the reaction speed, you can float this. There it is. You see that? You can float that girl. So if you see Jun spamming this, or sometimes they do it at the wall to try to put some extra pressure on you, you can actually float that. There you go. Jun defense. A lot of Juns shouldn't be using this in the neutral, but she has her 10 frame knockdown punish. This is -14, so make sure you catch that as well. And then also her down forward 1 with the big, that's launch punishable, so make sure you punish those as well. It's a very quick, 10 frame guaranteed knockdown punish, so some Juns might use it in the open, so make sure you're launching the low one and make sure you're catching that -14 on the high one. A lot of guys know it, but Jun's forward 2 into her power is always -9. Whenever you see Jun do anything into a power, normally it's -9. She makes it safe by using the power. That's -9, that's -9. So her powers are usually -9. How did I do the other one? So yeah, the big shines that shoot out the ground. So just be aware of that. It is your turn, in case you didn't know, to start punching Jun in the face. All right, that's it for Jun. Next character. Kazuya is a very hard character to play. It's not a lot of gimmicky things that he has that he's really beating you with. A lot of you guys are just getting hit with 1-1 confirms. You're not properly ducking on down forward 1s, or you're not guessing right, and then you're getting hit with the hell sweep, and if you're losing to a Kazuya, you're just getting outplayed. Some of you, I never hear people complain about how broken Kazuya is. So, stop losing to the Kazuyas. That's all. I can perfect God Fist. I swear I can. It's just that I play Mashivas with my thumb versus how I play other characters. And then my controller too. Like my controller is really what's like, it's holding me back. Like I'm better than this. Like my God Fist game is crazy. Like honestly, like I used to play Mashivas at 6. Like you see that wave roll? Like look at that. Okay. But if you get beat by Kazuya, you just getting outplayed, man. Some Kazuyas do spam down 1+2, but you got to catch on. They usually have a pattern. Before they do down 1+2, they'll hit their buttons. They'll get to this distance. They'll backdash, do down 1+2. They'll do back 4, down 1+2. It's a lot of things that they have a tell before they do it. Some will just round start down 1+2. They'll do up 4-3 down 1. I'm telling you, like these dudes be wilding out here with the down 1+2. That's a very specific blue rank brand of Kazuya though. So yeah, Kazuya just outplayed you. Next character, King. A lot of you don't know this. Some of you guys are getting spammed by King's armor moves. This is -10 and it's a high, so duck this. If you see King that does this, they always have a flow chart. They always do something, whatever it is that they do, and then they'll just go into this. Boom. And it's -10 and it is a high. So catch on to the flow chart and then duck this as well. King's other one is -12. So make sure you are punishing this on block whenever King is abusing these armor moves. A lot of Kings like to abuse these armor moves. If you, at the higher ranks, you have Kings that use muscle armor. He takes less damage, and then he can hit confirm you for a heat engager and go crazy. And it's also safe. Just sweep him. Now he may hit the button earlier, but you're at the higher ranks. You know the mind games. You either got to go for the sweep, or you can try to create a whiff punish. It is what it is. It's generally hard to fight King. So yeah. So look out for those. Punish those. Yeah. Punish those armor moves. Plus this back 3 is a high, and it's -10. So even if you block this, you still have a chance to punish it. And if you don't block it, you most likely you'll duck it, and then you can just launch it. All right. There are some Kings who only do giant swing. So if you learn of a King who only does giant swing, look out for this. It is a 1 break. I'm pretty sure you guys should know that by now. If you're new to Tekken and didn't know that, it's a 1 break. But I'm telling you, not that giant swing is a 1 break. I'm telling you, some Kings only do giant swing for some reason, and they never mix it up. So be aware if you're fighting a King and he only giant swings. Like it's just some Kings just do that. All right. Another thing, so you guys don't get cradled anymore. Cradle, oh my god, oh they changed it. Son of a, cradle is a 2 break. So all you have to do is hold 2 and you'll never get cradled. How beautiful is that? Never will you have to see yourself get rolling death cradle. Hold 2 or triangle or what do they got on Xbox? Y? Whatever your right punch button. Hold right punch. There you go. Now, you could actually break it before you get to cradle. I believe the break is 1+2. So even before you get to the guessing, it's a 1+2 break for... I'm sorry. It's a 1+... Oh my gosh, they switched the buttons. It's a 1+2 break for the chicken wing face lock. So this is a 1+2. So you can actually stop him before he even gets to doing cradle options. Or his other I think I changed my buttons. I'm a Legacy King player, so I know all the old inputs. But I also forget some of the inputs as well because I know so many inputs. But either way, 1+2 before he even gets there. Another thing, if King is running at you and you're afraid to guess, go for a just just hit a low counter hit. Some kings like to run for a little while to try to mix it up, and you're frozen in fear. You don't know what to do. You're like, oh no, king's gonna hurt me. Just hit your low counter hit attack. So like king has like down 3+4, alley kicks. Depending on whatever character, Hwoarang has down 4/4. If you see kings that like to run and stall a lot to make you guess, come out of that frozen state of fear and hit it with a low, or you can hit it with a throw as well. King can also be thrown out of his run as well. So they are trying to make you guess, but now you can put a little bit more pressure back on the king, because usually when he runs, people freeze up in fear, and king is just free mix up. So make that king actually have to work for that throw, work for that attack, and go for a low counter hit or go for a throw to actually stop his Jaguar sprint. And that's it for king. Next character, Kuma. I believe I actually told you guys all the stuff for Kuma in the last video. Other than that, Kuma has a lot of plus frames, and he's just you know, he's just big. Kuma just cook it. I mean, really, you just gotta run an offense on Kuma. He doesn't have a lot of stuff that are punishable or like frame traps that I know about. Really, all the Kumas do the stuff that I mentioned in the last video. So I would just recommend you watch the last video to see how to defend against Kuma. The strings that a lot of Kuma players are using, like forward 1-1-1. You know what? I'll just do a quick rundown. Forward 1-1-1, -16. Even forward 1-1, if they stop in between, -15. You can still launch it. Back 2-1, you know, the second part is high. Practice blocking this sweep, launch punishable. Back 1, -13, make sure you catch that. This is a low, so it doesn't look like a low during a match because there's a lot of things going on. Make sure you block that. And then his mix-up is -10. And then down 4-2-1, make sure you launch that. That's just so you don't have to go to the last video and watch it to see all the stuff I mentioned about Kuma. I just put it here so you ain't got to hit another video. Next character, Lars. I said some of his stuff in the last video, but the main thing about fighting against Lars is just that whenever he goes in the stance without actually getting a hit, he's negative, and you can beat Lars to whatever he's trying to go to. But if he does get a hit, then you actually have to guess and block on what Lars is going to do. But don't let Lars go in the stance for free. If you see you blocked it and he's going in the stance, yes, you can attack Lars. Make sure you smack him in the face for that. That was in the last video. I'm reiterating that because that's really good defense against Lars. Another thing is Lars's gameplays are often centered around landing this attack. And then he goes into mix up from there. So if you see a Lars from whatever range, know that his goal is to land this, because this is where all the Lars pressure is, right here. So knowing that, Lars is most likely going to go right into dynamic entry. So try to beat Lars to the punch, stay in Lars' face, don't let him get into his stances. This is where Lars really shines. Now, it can be harder than it sounds because he has so many ways to go in the stance from different moves, but remember, if you're blocking it, he doesn't have the advantage. So that's where Lars' weakness really lies. Let's say Lars does hit you with his big move into silent entry. What options do you have from there? The only option you have is an armor move. So if Lars hits you with this, go for an armor. It'll beat most of his options. Everything but the low. Okay, let me show you the rest. There you go. Tracking. 1. Everything loses to the armor. So if you don't use armor, this is how you beat Lars. There it is. Now obviously you can go low, but now you're forcing the Lars to make that low guess. And no, you cannot sidestep the low to either direction, so don't try to sidestep. If Lars hits this, armor. That's all you got to win. Let me see. Even beats his armor. You see that? Hey, so there you go. It beats every option except for the low. And then the low just has to be blocked, and the low is only minus 12 on block. So make sure you're not missing your punish on Lars's block as well. Okay, I messed that up. Go into an armor move so you can stop annoying Lars's from making you have the 50-50. Every once in a while, sometimes Lars will do this in the mid. This move. They'll do this in the neutral. Is rare, but minus 15. So go ahead and make sure you launch punish this properly. This is a 1+2 break, just so you guys know. At the lower rank, some people don't know that. They don't know how to break this. They just keep getting thrown by this. You get abused at the lower ranks. This is a 1+2 break, guys. All right. Another common thing that Lars players do is a setup. They'll hit you with the armor move and they'll go into the low. If you get hit with this, there is a 90% chance Lars is going to do the low. And then after he learns you block it, then he's going to mix it up, and he might do it twice in a row. So look out for this. This is launch punishable. So make sure when Lars hits you with this, that you do catch this low after and launch that man into the heavens. Lee, let's go with Lee. One thing I missed in the other video that you should be reacting to is this 4-2-1. You should be ducking that second part. So train your reactions on this so you can duck that second part. Also down forward 4-4. You should not be letting Lees do this for free in the neutral. He should be getting launched for this. All right. Another thing is that Lee has a common setup of doing 4 up 4. Okay. 4 up 3. I'm sorry. 4 up 3 into 2-2 1+2. First of all, if you see Lee doing this is a setup. It's -1, so he can do a fast attack. It looks like it might be punishable, or it looks like it might be your turn, but they often catch you with the counter hit, and then all this hits naturally uncountered. Boom. So basically, don't fall for this. A lot of Lees do it. It's a very common setup. It's been here since Tekken 6. And then 2-2, a lot of Lees hit confirm this. This is -13. Do not let Lee get away missing a hit confirm. Most Lees at the higher ranks can hit confirm. At the low ranks, they might just finish it. So just duck the high at the end if they do finish it. Another thing is back 4 setups. A lot of Lees do back 4, and then they'll do 2-2, or they'll do back 4 going to Hitman, and then you're trying to punish it with a jab. And then you get hit like that, and then Lee goes into a combo. So look out for that as well. So a lot of Lees like to go into Hitman, no matter how he gets there. And they go into Hitman, right? One thing about Lee's Hitman is that it's 2 is a high crush. A lot of people run into this trap, but if you block 1+2 from Hitman, don't hit jab. Go for a mid, because Lee will take you to the wall for that, and then you'll lose a lot of health. So if he hits you with the 1+2, he's -5. It is your turn, but don't do a jab. A lot of people fall into this, and then they get counter hit by this, and then Lee takes them to the wall for a beautiful combo, and then you get steamrolled, and it's all over. But that's what I got for you. So 4 up 3, back 4 to Hitman, to the different tricks and all that. But look out for that. Next character, martial law. All right, so another thing that you guys need to be punishing is 3+4. This is -13 on block. So if Law is using this in the neutral, make sure you get your 13 frame punish for that. Obviously he does have an extension, but watch this. I shouldn't have been that excited for it, but basically you can jab in between. So if Law does do the extension, you can float him, so it's always safe to do a jab if you don't get the whole 13 frame punish. You can even do your 13 frame punish, because Jin does down forward 1, and it'll still interrupt. So as long as you do the button, boom. Even if he does the extension, you're still going to catch him. All right, so no longer let Laws get away with this. Another thing that's punishable, Law sidestep 3+4. This is -12. Used to be -14. So make sure you guys are punishing this properly. Rising 2. I see a lot of Laws get away with this. They'll do Rising 2, And it does have a lot of pushback, but it's minus 8T, so you have a lot of frames to actually get in there and launch punish it. Some of you guys will launch punish it. It does have big pushback, so I recommend going to testing and see what move reaches for this Rising 2 punish for your character. That's like the best punish. Like, so obviously you want to launch it, but with the big pushback, you can miss launchers. Like down forward 2 is not going to reach from, well, it might reach from here depending on your character. There you go. That's a punish for Jin. A common loss setup that you guys should really no longer be falling for is 1, 2, 3, down 2, 3. This is a very common loss setup. He'll do this and do down 2, 3. So look out for that as well. And then it is hard to launch punish this. So, I mean, it's a very quick move. It is hard to launch punish just because of how quick it is. Laws run up. This is a 1 break. Some of my low rate guys didn't know how to break this. It's very hard to see. You actually break this because Law has to be super close to do the run up. Like this is like regular throw range. Like you can definitely throw somebody from here, but Law has to be like hugging you. Most Laws will hug you because you're moving around will cause it to whiff. Like you see how close you got to be. So that's how you know Law is going to do this. So whenever Law does like a heat dash, you know, oh, they changed his moves. Heat dash, then he has a chance to do this. So always look for this at the heat dash. It's a common Law setup. And it's a 1 break, all right? Or a left punch for whatever controller you guys are playing on. If you see Law do this, Rising 3, this is plus 16 in the stance. Don't hit any buttons after this. Like, you got no chance. Like at plus 16, this is free. It is a high, but you gotta make a read. So it's really up to you. Don't hit any buttons after this though. I don't even think Jin can parry after this. Let's see. Oh, he can. Oh, okay. I guess if you got a parry. Oh, some things are too fast. That's just too slow. Yeah, never mind. Don't parry. Don't parry, y'all. It's not worth it. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, don't parry. Maybe you can option select because I got Jin set to mash. So maybe you can option select. So if they do go for this and you hit the parry, you'll get it. But if they don't go for this, you'll block. So that's a potential option select right there. So there you go. Rising 4. He is plus 4 after Rising 4. It used to be plus 6. I don't know when they nerfed this. I swear it used to be plus 6, but it's always been plus 4. I'm just stupid. Okay, yeah. So if you see Law do Rising 4, he's plus 4. He has a 14 frame. You can always trade on a jab, but most likely Law is going to hit a button after this. What button he's going to hit, I don't know. But you have to look at your Law habits. But this is plus 4. He has 3 10 frames from the Dragon Stance, or not 10 frames, 14 frames, or he has 2. He has his 2. I think he has a 4-2 is 12 frames. I'm sorry. 4-2 is 12 frames from the Dragon Stance. He can also do this, but that's 16 frames. Looking for 14 frames. Okay. 2, and then I believe forward 1. Those are both 14 frames. So all those will trade after Rising 4. So if you want to trade with Law, feel free. He does forward 2. He will catch you on counter, but most Laws don't do forward 2. Sometimes in the higher ranks they will, but most Laws are going for this. It used to be safe where they'll do this. Some Laws, they know that you know about it, so they'll loop it back and forth. That's up to you. And just for my last tip, in case you're wondering, if you can option select this, you cannot. You will get punched in the face. So don't try to option select this. It is it's too slow. So don't try that. Works on forward 2. So if they do forward 2, you can option select, but that's not an option select. You just have to read a forward 2 to get a parry. The other options you just get punched in the face for. So yeah, don't do that. Dragon Stance forward 1 is minus 11. It used to be minus 9. It's punishable now. Make sure you guys are punishing this. Yeah, get your 11 frame or 10 frame punish on that. Some of you guys don't know how to get up against Law slide. They'll get up really slow and the Law will mess up and he'll do this really slow and you miss the block on this. So to get up, just literally hold up on the controller. So if Law messes this up, well, I already showed it twice, but if Law messes it up, you are actually going to have to block it, and then 1 plus 2 is minus 13. So outside of heat, make sure you catch this. Minus 13, make sure you catch that. For some of my lower ranks, a lot of you guys run into a lot of Law pressure that's fake. This is fake. It's all highs. If you see Laws doing this a lot, I would recommend always ducking, but because it takes a lot of reaction speed, because you can duck the double high kicks. I'll show you. So if you got the reaction speed for it, you can train your reaction speed, and then you can properly punish this as well. So there you go. Laws 4, 3, 1. All right, so you actually can sidestep after this. Oh, look at that. So if you guys get caught in this, okay, if he does forward 2, it doesn't sidestep, obviously. But yeah, you can sidestep most of Law's options. Obviously, you don't want to sidestep the tracking move. So if Law does a tracking, you're going to get hit. But you can just sidestep duck as well. So, but most of his options after this can be sidestepped. I'll show it one more time. So there you go. This is a weird one, but if Law does 1 flip kick, it's launch punishable at minus 17. But if he does 2 flip kicks, it's minus 14. It's no longer launch punishable. But you can float him in between these two. So there you go. So if you got a Law that spams flip kicks in the lower ranks, yeah, you can just jab him between these two. So you can, either way, you can, he does recover ducking if he does 1. So let me see if down forward 1 works. So yeah, you could just hit him with a 13 frame mid. So if Law ever does a flip kick, just down forward automatic. There you go. Some of you guys in the lower ranks don't know this, but Law's 4-2-2 is minus 13. So make sure you get that punished, but he does have a mix-up, which is high. So the other one is high, so you can duck the other one. Just pay attention to what your opponent's doing. Usually they have a habit of doing one very more often than the other. And at the wall, they'll most likely want to do the mid because they want the wall flat. Higher rank Law, they're going to hit confirm this, so you guys just have no chance. So don't even worry too much about it. They might throw it out to try to test the waters probably once per game. If it doesn't go well, they'll probably never do it again at the higher ranks. So minus 13, make sure you punish that. All right, if Law is this close and he's crouching for the higher ranks, you know Law can slide. You should be looking for slide at this range. But okay, I'm that bad. But he does have up forward 3 heat engager. So if he's within up forward heat engager, it depends on your health and gray life. You're gonna have to make that judgment. If he has a lot of gray life that he wants to recover, most likely he's gonna go for this. If you're gonna die, most likely he may go for the slide. But you know, some people just pick a choice. But you know, I tell it to you like this: if Law is this close, just don't duck for the slide. Most likely he's going to switch and do the high. If Law gets up into your face and ducks right away, some people have a habit of following what the opponent does. They see the opponent duck, they duck themselves, and you get caught with a launcher, or you get caught with the heat engager. Yeah, just look out. There's a common Law thing. It's just a duck from this range because you're in range for slide and you're in range for up forward 3. So, but I think the up forward 3 is more dangerous. You might want to risk it on the slide. It's up to you to make that call. Just in case you guys didn't know, some Laws use this to the neutral every once in a while. 0 on block. Go ahead, sidestep after this. Mash buttons. It is a free game, but be careful. Law does have a 10 frame counter hit launcher. Oh, 11 frame counter hit launcher. So look out for that if you guys are trying to mash on this. But the sidestep will work though. All right, and then that's it for Law. Next character, Leo. All right, so first thing, a lot of people don't know Leo, and this is why you lose to Leo. If Leo hits you with this knee, it's over. Don't try to hit any buttons after this. You're in the guessing game. It's casino time. the same thing with this. It's casino time. Time to guess. A lot of Leo's options are high, launchers, and you really have to be able to see what he's doing to properly counter it. So his 1-4 is high. So if you see Leo do this, you see this hit, then there's most likely he's gonna do the high, but he does have a mid extension, but the mid extension is -10. So make sure you block this if you see this. Get your 10 frame, get your 10 frame punish out of that. Okay. 3+4 with Leo is, it looks like it's plus, but it's actually, you can mash on this. Now I'm not telling you to mash because Leos use this as a trap, or sometimes they use it as a long range punish, but most of the time, a lot of times in the lower ranks, they'll use this as a trap. They'll do this, and then they got you set up for some type of evasive Leo move that they're going to do next to catch you on a counter hit and get you to a launcher. So when you see Leos do this, watch for what he does next, because he has a specific trap that he's doing when he does this, and then next time he does it, you can counter it. So watch out for that move. Another thing that Leos are they have a problem with is when they do rising 3-1, they always go in a stance. They all, like 99% of the time, they're not gonna finish this unless it's in a combo. So if you see this, it is your turn to start mashing on Leo. So if you see this, just go right into the hop kick. There you go. Hey, it's a 90% chance they're gonna finish this, bro. Like, these Leos is not gonna not finish this. You know what I'm saying? They trying to apply pressure. They're gonna keep attacking. It's in their muscle memory. So if you see this, 90% chance. Just hop kick them Leos. Stop playing with them. If Leo has his hands glowing and he has his install, well, you're gonna see it on the health bars. It's because I'm not looking at the health bars, so I said it. If he has his hands glowing and he goes in the stance, there is a high chance that Leo is going low. You got a pretty good read that Leo is going low because he has an extension. Now I got a computer set to block all, but a lot of y'all are gonna get hit with that. So when his hands are glowing, there's a higher chance that Leo is going to go low because he has that extension on it to basically go -14. But make sure if you do block it, you do catch that -14. Otherwise, it is natural. So get your -14 punish on that. And if he has the install, there's a high chance he's going for it. I mean, like, it's it's really good. It's really good damage. It's really good, like, low. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, but also from Leo's 1, he can also go into box stance, so you do have to watch out for the different Leos, but a lot of Leos don't flow from stance to stance all the time. A lot of Leos like to just finish or maybe stall or finish a string or just try to get a free hit. A lot of Leos going for free damage out here. A lot of people don't know this, but Leo's uppercut is -13. It used to be -14, but now it's -13 because -14 is like a heat engager. So make sure if Leo is abusing this long range uppercut that you guys are getting that proper punish on it at -13. If Leo has you at the wall like this on the ground after a combo, hey, look, you just got to guess for your life, brother. Ain't a lot of defense against this, but I will tell you that a lot of Leos, they do want to hit down back 2-4. This is a high string at the wall. They want to hit this. Oh, at the wall, they want to hit this. It is a low high heat engager. Oh, sorry, mid high. That's so silly. I'm looking at it right here. It's a mid high heat engager. Make sure you're ducking that. Another Leo wall smash is back for 1+2. A lot of Leos like to look for this at the wall so they can get that wall splat and then go for big damage. So look out for those moves for Leo, and then make sure you're punishing those moves too as well, as it is -12. All right, next character. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. We got Leroy here, and a lot of Leroys in the low ranks, they just hit and parry. Leroy overall is not as good as he used to be in Tekken 7. So a lot of his traps and stuff, I would say the only thing I look out, if he hits you with back 3, it's +9, so it is Leroy's turn. He's gonna sidestep into 1+2, it's +7. Look out, still Leroy's turn. Another thing I see at the low ranks that you let Leroy abuse is 4-4-4. This is mid-high. Make sure you duck that second part. Don't let Leroy get away with that. Another thing is some Leroys, more in the blue ranks, like to use 4-4-2 in the neutral. This is launch punishable. If you see Leroy doing this in on neutral, make sure you take that man out for that. Don't let him get away with this. Some Leroys like to use this in the neutral because it is a pretty good just attack when you look at it, but this is minus 13. It's deceptively, it has a deceptive look where it doesn't look like it's something punishable, but if you see Leroy doing this in the neutral, minus 13, make sure you punish that. Don't let him get away with that. Make sure you're punishing Leroy's Tsubaki. Some Leroys like to spam this in the lower ranks of hitting this Tsubaki. It's minus 11. Make sure you get that 11 or 10 frame punish off on that as well. Sidestep 3+4. Sidestep 3+4 is Leroy's new plus frame to get into his hermit stance. You already know at -4 or at least at -4 you can sidestep after this. Leroy does have some tracking options, but a lot of his options from stance do not track, so do not mash after this. I'm pretty sure a lot of you can tell by the block animation that you shouldn't be mashing after this. A lot of Leroy gameplay is around this down back 3 hitting because it's +5, and you know at +5 or at -5 for you that you shouldn't be sidestepping. Some moves are really slow, but you shouldn't be sidestepping. So you're gonna have to look out for a lot of Leroy. But Leroy can't launch you from here. He can put damage on you, so you're not risking a lot of health by blocking here. But pay attention to your Leroys. His 1-2 is a mid-high, so if you see Leroy doing this, sometimes they'll try to catch the second one on counter hit, because the second one on counter hit, I believe, does guarantee a follow-up. Let me see real quick. Yeah, it's a launcher. Okay, so yeah, the second one on counter hit is a launcher, so look out for that second one. It is mid-high though. But overall, in the neutral, look out for Leroy doing down back 3. And then for low rank Leroys, bro, they're always gonna hit the parry. When you see a Leroy in the blue ranks, this twin dragon gates is gonna go crazy. Let the Leroy hit all his buttons. He's gonna be bop bop, and then he's gonna twin dragon gates. As soon as you see this, launch him. I'm telling you, just wait for him to do this. He's gonna hit his buttons. He's gonna you know what I'm saying? He might even do it on the plus frames. You know, he's gonna be going crazy with that twin dragon gates. Like, go ahead, get that. Another thing that you guys aren't punishing properly is if Leroy finishes this shoulder, it is -17. I don't see, it is hit confirmable, but make sure you are punishing this properly and launching this when Leroy does not hit confirm it. All right, and that's really it for Leroy. It's not a lot of Leroys. His character just isn't as good as it used to be. He's really just a down back 3 character now, and a sidestep 1+2, sidestep 3+4. He's not as good as he used to be. Next character, Lili. All right, some of you guys were saying that in some of the comments that Lili's 3-2 do glide is really good for pressure, and then that even pro players are using this. The reason I tell you not to use 3-2 is because in the blue ranks, people abuse this streak. They're not whiff punishing, they're not mixing it up enough, they're throwing this out. And usually a better player, once you get to like Tekken King, will start ducking this because they use it so often. I really just want you to calm down on how often you use it and using it more as a whiff punish. Also, it is option selectable that when Lili does this, so Jin has a parry, so watch this. So here it is. If people are fast enough, they will react. And you can actually parry either one. So if your character has a parry, I would recommend you lab this. If you hate fighting against Lili, a punch parry, because you can just do that to Lili. All right. How to know what Lili is going to do next. It is kind of hard to know what characters are going to do, but depending on the range and depending on player habits, you can narrow a lot of the moves down. A lot of Lilies love the toe stomp because it's plus. She gets to go into back turn off of this. So Lilies, who you know are desperate for a little damage, they're definitely going to step on your toes, especially on wake up. So if you get knocked down and you got a tech roll to get up, there's a high chance Lili is going to step on your toes. So I would say look at the player tendencies to see how often they use this and how much you're losing to it, and you'll be able to read better the next time Lily's going to be able to step on your toes. A lot of us just get steamrolled in a fight, and after the fight is over, we're just upset. We're like, man, that Lili just, I don't know about that Lili. Lily's a trash character. But really, it's a lot of the flow charts that we're stuck in that we weren't able to break free. So see how frequently the Lili that you're fighting is using this toe stomp. I guarantee you, if she uses it once, she's probably going to use it at least 3 or 4 times per round. Lilies love to step on those shoes. Another common Lili setup is Lili back turn into down 2. It is non-parryable. You cannot parry this low, as it is a knee or an elbow, or I really couldn't tell you, but I know you can't parry it. Either way, so a lot of Lili's flow chart, the lower level Lili's flow chart into down 2, and then after you guess down 2 the first time, they're going to mix it up the second time with a mid. So look out for the first one. I guarantee you, if it's a blue rank Lili, down 2 is going to be her first back turn attack. She's going to do some type of flow chart, back turn, down 2. I'm telling you, it is what it's going to be. And after you block the down 2 twice, I guarantee you, she's going to go for the mid. Whatever the mid is, next time she goes back turn. So whenever Lili goes back turn, she does have a lot of options, but a lot of Lilis like that free damage, and that down 2 is just so beautiful to flow up. As soon as you see her turn her back, I don't care what attack it is, it's coming. I'm telling you. So when you fight a Lili, no, when she back turn, watch them legs. That's gonna be the first attack, and then after you block it twice, they're thinking, oh, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go mid. I'm telling you. Another thing, her armor turnaround is -13. Make sure you're getting that full 13 frame punish, or your best punish whenever she does this as well. A thing that used to be in Tekken 6 was down forward 3 with Lili was very oppressive. Now at -3, you can actually sidestep this. You can actually sidestep after this. And now that you can sidestep to the foreground or the background when you're crouching, oh, this doesn't leave you crouching anymore. Oh, you can just sidestep either direction. So when you get hit by this, it does look like you're at a big minus, but you can actually sidestep. So some Lilis get you at the wall, and that's pressure. Like, you can feel it. It's like, oh, I gotta guess what's she gonna do now. But you can sidestep this. So make sure you stay on your toes when you see this. Sidestep that thing. All right, a lot of Lilis. Oh my goodness, this elegante. Can I hear you say it one time, Lili? Okay, listen. This is high. You can duck this. Now, how do you duck this? Easy. At this range, Lili's gonna hit it. These low rank Lilis can't not hit this at this range. Bro, I'm telling you, right here, it is 3 to 3.5 range. Their fingers are on 3+4. They're going to do it. They're not gonna dash in on you. You think a Lili's gonna dash in you? No, she elegante. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So if you got a Lili at this range, think elegante. Long range elegante. Just duck, and you gonna send her to the sky from this range. Don't just duck. Don't show her that you're ducking. Wait for her to do any type of movement, whatever it is. It is.
Post-editing Phoenix here. I'm sorry, but Lili does have a cartwheel from this range as well. They don't use it as often anymore because they have Elegante now. But beware of the cartwheel from this range as well. But a lot of Lilis aren't mixing in the cartwheel like they used to.
Just hit that duck button. I guarantee you're going to be launching a lot more Lilis. They've been getting away for free. This is high. Last thing for Lili is at the wall. Everyone knows she's trying to get a wall split at the wall. So one popular move that Lili's always trying to do at the wall, she's always going to sidestep at the wall because she wants to create a whiff, and then she wants to do 2-4. This is reactable, so you can duck the second part. I'll show you. So you can duck this second part. So don't let Lili sidestep at the wall. She's looking for the 2-4. It's quick. A lot of people often don't duck it. So look out for this at the wall. It's a free wall splat if it does hit. And then she can go into all her Lili nonsense and then start sweeping and doing all types of trash. So that's just a few tips for Lili. Next character. Nina! Now listen, if you got low health, the Nina strat, she gonna slide on you, bro. She is going to slide on you. If you got one hit of health left, bro, she's going to slide from this range, bro. She thinks she's slick. She thinks she's gonna get away with it. She's like, I just gotta hit him one more time. She's going to slide, bro. I'm telling you. If she don't slide, you can come back and leave an angry comment on the video. I know she's gonna slide. Pro Ninas, top tier Ninas, they gonna slide. They gonna slide. Now she does have a really good mix up from this range that she can go mid. I would recommend just sidestep, block, sidestep, crouch, block. Just she's gonna do it, bro. She's gonna do it. A lot of people aren't punishing this correctly or getting enough frames. Blonde Bomb is -14, and really you just gotta recognize that the Nina is spamming armor. Nina's always gonna do some type of setup and then go into Blonde Bomb to try to catch you hitting buttons. Let me stop Jet from ducking. She's gonna do something, and they always have a Blonde Bomb set up in the low ranks. So -7 Blonde Bomb. So look out for these cheeky setups, bro. A lot of y'all is running into this. It is working. You're losing whole games because you're not recognizing that this Nina doesn't care anything about you. Blonde Bomb, like she's just Blonde Bomb. Like you think it's your turn, and then she just Blonde Bomb. Like, punish it. Wait for the Blonde Bomb. If you run into a Nina who can do all this, hold on, I can't even do it. I don't know. She be going crazy, don't she? I don't know. They just be hitting all the buttons. She can do all this. Don't even worry, bro. You already lost, bro. Just hit the armor move. I really ain't got no help for you on that, man. It's really just guessing. I mean, you probably want to tell you how fake the frames are. There are some highs in there that you can get away from. But you gotta really be looking for them somewhere in their million buttons of pressure. The million buttons of pressure. The Nina is doing something that you can get away from. So a lot of those strings I already talked about in the last video. Down forward 3-2 is a continuation. If she's doing this, you can react to this if you have the skill for it. Sidestep 1 is plus, but it depends, because she can do either one. She can do go into the high and she's +1, or she can go into the mid and catch you slipping. She can go into Blonde Bomb. Like, she got so many options, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you gotta wait for something that you recognize. If you got a parry, if you got an armor move, that's the only way out. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, I've been guessing my way through a Nina fight. If she doing all this, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, help me, Lord. I don't know what this girl doing. Hold on. Wait, she could do it off of this before. I guess she can. Oh, I guess she can't cancel off the slaps anymore. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. A common Nina setup that some of you guys are still falling for: 4-3-3 and the 4-3-3. Just stop falling for it, y'all. This is high. You can duck it. Often Ninas will do it twice because it's a counter hit launcher, and then Nina can go crazy. You know what I'm saying? After that. So if you see 4-3-3, it's a setup. I am not a Nina player. Actually, I did practice Nina in the beta. But either way, look out for the 4-3-3 setups. at the wall. Nina has this move. I recommend that you just don't duck at the wall versus Nina. She is looking for this. Wait for her to do this attack. Okay. Wait for her to do this attack, and then take your turn. Is -8. If you're on the ground, this hits on the ground. It's a heat engager, and it wall splats. So just, you know, just wait your turn at the wall. Just wait for her to do this. She's going to do it. Now it's your turn to apply pressure. And that's all I got for Nina. Next character. Look, guys, I don't know anything about these bears. These bears been bopping me since forever, bro. Since Tekken 3, the bear's been bopping me, man. Hey, listen, go to the last video. Just punish the things that you know. The bears have a lot of setups, especially in heat, that I really don't know too much about because I don't fight them too often. So we gonna skip. Sorry about that. A lot of you guys are not punishing Death Fist. Death Fist is punishable. Imagine that. So you got Pauls out here throwing Death Fist left and right, and they think it's safe. A lot of characters, I would say like more than 50% of the cast, probably more than 60%. I don't know everybody's moves, but a lot of the characters do have a way to punish Death Fist. So that thing is not free. Hwoarang can launch punish this. I believe Hwoarang can, but yeah, there you go. So if someone hits Death Fist from close, make sure you're punishing this. Stop letting Paul do Death Fist for free. Look at this. All right, so make sure you punish that. Another thing, when you have low health with Paul, some Pauls like to do down 1-4. So look out for this move at when you have low health. Some Pauls will religiously use this as a last hit. So when you get low health against Paul, down 4-1, he's gonna do it. I guarantee he's gonna do it. All right, so I got a good one for you guys. That famous Paul Wall setup, man. Paul Wall be breaking y'all necks with this with this wall setup right here. All right, so Paul gets a wall splat, right? And then he gets that extra damage, but you can't stand up before. Let me see if I can get Jin to stand up. All right, I got the setup to work, but basically a lot of you guys are falling for this setup, especially at Tekken King ranks. But let me show you. You know, I just showed you this part, but boom. And then Paul will actually break your guard. I'll show you the guard break. I don't know why I didn't do this first. Boom, and then you get re-splatted, and then Paul goes crazy, and then he just starts comboing the mess out you again. So you can actually beat this setup. Paul, you have 11 frames to beat this setup. So Jin, I believe, can 2-4. So let me show. I'll just show you the jab. It's easy. There it is. So as you can see, you can actually jab Paul before the second hit comes out. Now sometimes it's funky because sometimes you'll get a side roll and it'll like the off access will make your jab whiff. But this is how you beat the Paul setup. All right, next character, Raven. Some general knowledge about Raven is that all his shadow clones that are purple are -13. They are very tricky because sometimes you don't know when he's going to do a clone attack. But when he's in heat, they're -3. So whenever you see gold clones, -3. If you see purple clones, -13. Make sure you get your 13 frame punish in. Another Raven move that's not abused as much as it used to be, but it's very fast, so it seems like he can keep up pressure after this. This is -14. Make sure you guys are hitting the heat engager on any Raven that's spamming this 4-4-3. This is no longer the move it used to be. It used to be a free counter hit launcher attempt that Ravens would go crazy with and just be spamming them boys in the combo. Me trying to do the combo. But yeah, so -14. Make sure you punish that. A little cheeky thing that some Ravens like to do is they can catch this low and it can counter hit into a combo. So whenever you see this flip, really look out for this low. Try to low parry it if you can build up your reactions for this. So low parry that. And he does have a mix-up, but the mix-up is -25 and it's launch punishable. So Ravens don't even risk the mix-up unless it's gonna kill you. So look out for that. So on counter hit, I'll show you. Oh, on counter hit, I'll show you. Yeah, then Raven can go on from there. So look out. That's a launcher attempt by Raven that is free to do. Look out for that low. Another Raven thing is that this, because of how it looks, it does look like he can beat plus or at least even right here because of the pushback and how intense the kick is. This is -5. It is now your turn, but look out. Raven does have a back parry. He's got a lot of tricks to keep itself offensive. So it is your turn after this. So Ravens like to, if you find your Raven likes to mash after this to hit more buttons, then it's safe that the next time he uses this, just go in on him. Another Raven move that you guys are not punishing enough, he often does get away with this. It's his forward 1+2. This is -13. Some people know it's -13. A lot of people don't. They're letting Raven, oftentimes he has a high success rate of landing this because it's really good as a whiff punish. But Ravens are usually looking for this around this long range to catch you with the heat engager for this rate, especially if they have a lot of gray health. So pay attention to your opponent's health. -13, make sure you're punishing that. Another Raven trick is down forward 2, stall 3. This second hit is high. Look out for this, guys. Some Ravens like to do this. I believe the second hit does counter hit launch. Nah, it just knocks down. But he also has a mid mix-up, but the mid mix-up is launch punishable. So if you find your Raven trying to be tricky and mix you up with this, make sure you launch this when you see it. Another thing that Ravens often get away with, they use this very seldomly, but his hop kick, which it's not a hop kick, jump spin kick, mid kick, this is -15. This is launch punishable. I don't know why it's launch punishable. Oh, it's a mid. I never knew the first part was mid. I never had tried to duck it before. But this is launch punishable. A lot of Ravens to do this and they won't even get punished for it in our blue ranks. So if you see Raven do this, just know you might have missed a launch punishable opportunity right here. And then don't confuse this move with his other one, which goes high, low, and then back to the skies. It's kind of hard to tell the animations. You really have to train your eyes to see which one he's doing because they're very similar. He spins one direction, the other one, and the other one he spins a different direction, and then it goes mid. And this one goes low. So look out for those as well. And then you can sidestep this after you block the low. So look out for that trick as well. Some Ravens might try to start pressure with back 4-4. Oh, back 4-4. And then a lot of Ravens don't because it is slow. But if you do see this move out in the wild, make sure you're not letting Raven do this for you on free. That's -8, bro. It's not a good back turn move. If you see this, make sure you punch Raven in the back. At -8, he can barely do a parry. I believe at -7 you can do parries, but at -8 you can no longer parry. Or it might be -9. You guys test it out because I'm not going to. But that's all the tips I got for Raven. Next character, Reina. So I'm going to show you guys how to deal with rolling Reina. Let's go. So obviously, if Reina does rolling 3, the sidestep's not going to work. But a lot of these 4-4-2 rolling Reinas, you can punish her really bad for doing her 4 option. Oh, if I do it, boom. So look at that. You can get all the way behind Reina. I think it's worth it to sidestep, depending if you know Reina can hit confirm, rolling 3, and you block this, most likely she's going to do one of the other options. Now, the only thing is that this does lose. Oh wow, he blocked it. That's hilarious. It does lose to the low option if you sidestep either direction. Yeah, so that tracks both ways. Her 2 option also loses the sidestep. And her 1+2 does track to the right, but it does not track to the left. So it's safer to sidestep to Reina's left. And then it's also, I mean, for the reward that you're going to get, If Reina start rolling on you, it's better just to sidestep to the left. Most likely, you'll get a sidestep on her, not on that, on her 4, and you get a really big punish for this. Now, you can risk a little bit of damage, but if you're really good, you can sidestep low block, and that'll avoid all of it. That might, I mean, anybody can do that. You just got to train your reactions for it. Another thing about Reina's rolls is that rolling 1 is minus 14. It is her armor option. So make sure you guys are punishing this. And higher rank Reinas can hit confirm this, which is also minus 16. So make sure you launch punish if Reina does finish this. And make sure at the higher rank, since they can't hit confirm this, just punish the first part. They're definitely gonna hit a button. So yeah. I'm sorry. They're definitely not gonna finish this unless it's like the end of the round, like last hit. That's really a read on your part. Reina at the wall. One thing that we know Reina gonna do at the wall, down for 1+2. She's waiting on it. She might do a little of this, may even do one of these, but it's guaranteed she's gonna do down for 1-2. It's minus 14. Make sure you punish this. Another thing about Reina at the wall, if Reina throws you at the wall, it's always going to be the 1+2. These Reinas ain't doing nothing else. So make sure you looking out for that 1+2 throw at the wall from my blue rakes who can't react very well. If Reina gets you at the wall, this is the throw she's 99% chance to go for. Reinas don't use this move often, but her 3-2 is high. So you'll see the first tracking move. Look out for that next one. That's a high. At the wall, look out for this 3-piece from Reina. Down for 4-2-3. A lot of Reinas like to stall this at the wall, or delay it at the wall, I should say. Delay the string at the wall to try to catch you with the 4 for a wall splat. So look out for that string for Reina as well. Reina's 1+2 is minus 10. We all know Clive is like minus 9 or minus 8 on this. Reina's is punishable, so is Hayachi's, but we talking about Reina right now. So minus 10. So if you see Reina throwing this out, make sure you get that. Reina also has a down back 4 1+2. This is minus 12 if you block it. A lot of Reinas don't use this often. If you're in the low ranks, they do depend on this a lot more than the higher ranks do. So make sure you get your 12 frame punish on this if you see a blue rank Reina abusing this string. A lot of Reinas are now using rising 3-4 a lot more. It is a mid-high string. Make sure you duck that second part. Get that duck in on her. Let her know that this ain't free on you. Not anymore. She also has this from, I believe, her 1-2-3-4. So yeah, make sure you look out for that move so you can duck that high. Another move, Reina's full crouch 3. You see this, minus 17. Make sure you punish that too. Reina's full crouch 4, minus 14. Make sure you punish this as well. And we let these Reinas get it free with these launcher attempts. Another thing, Reina's roll, because you know rolling Reina, right? Most times she's not going to do the first one because it is minus 14. She's going to roll twice, she's going to fully roll to try to catch that armor break. You can sidewalk this. It is scary, but sidewalk towards her legs. It is the best direction to go. As you can see, this is just in practice, so you know the dummy knows that I'm going to roll, so he just gets around it very easily. But if you see Reina start rolling, it's hard to react to, but try to sidestep towards her legs. Sometimes that's just Tekken, so be careful. You know, Tekken just they choose when they want to track, and it choose when not to. So sometimes the Tekken guys just ain't on your side. But that's all I got for Reina. Next character, Shaheen. All right, so I don't know a lot of Shaheen things, but I give you some things to look for to really punish for Shaheen. Shaheen's 1-2-2 is a sneaky counter hit. I believe I don't know if they changed it to a launcher now. Yeah, it's still a launcher, counter hit launcher, but it's -2. So if you got a Shaheen that's abusing this is -11. Make sure you punish him for trying to catch you on that counter hit for that. For whatever reason, Shaheen does have a steel pedal. They don't usually use this in the offense, but it is -15. If you see a Shaheen abusing this in the mid range, trying to catch you, especially at the wall for a wall splat, this is I guess it's a wall splat, it just knocks down. But If you catch a Shaheen trying to catch a counter hit on this back four, minus 15. A lot of lower rank Shaheens are definitely using down forward 4-3. This is mid high. Make sure you see this string. He putting them toes out there like that. Down forward 3-2, 3-4. Go ahead, learn to duck that high. Train the reactions. Not a lot of Shaheens out here, so I really wouldn't expect you to really be too in depth on this section. Back one. So this looks like Shaheen is plus, or he has an advantage right here because you can see the big stun animation. But this is 0 on block, as you can see. So you are free to mash, sidestep, or do whatever you need to do to, you know, if Shaheen is abusing back one, or you see a Shaheen use back one. All right, so some of you guys don't know this, but Shaheen's guard break is a charge move. Shaheen's move, this is a high. So a lot of you guys who don't know Shaheen, you're getting abused by this. He often uses this after a heat dash because it gives him time to charge it. Okay, let me try that one more time. Okay, now I don't have heat. And then he'll do a guard break for, I believe he has like a just frame, or maybe he holds it for longer. I have no idea how he does the guard break, but this is a high. So if you got Shaheen abusing heat dash into this, you can get a read on it after the heat dash. Duck that boy. I would say at the wall, look out for down forward 4-1-3. Shaheen is minus 13, but he can stall it pretty well. So it's a 3-piece at the wall that you should look out for if you fighting Shaheen, because the last hit will, probably gotta change him. The last hit will wall splat you. Boom, and then Shaheen will go in from there. So look out for that 3-piece at the wall. Another one of Shaheen's major moves, he has a sidestep low. So if you see Shaheen do a sidestep, it does require quick reactions, but it's a low. And it's only +1, so you can actually sidestep after this. You don't have to respect this too much. And you are still standing, so you can sidestep in either direction just fine, even though you can sidestep either direction while ducking. But you still have a chance to fight here, so don't let Shaheen take any extra frames doing 19 frame moves on you, thinking that you don't have a chance to fight back after getting hit by these lows. Shaheen's new low down one is +4. At -4, you can sidestep follow-ups. I'll show you that. Shaheen, you can sidestep if he's gonna do 3-3, you can sidestep to the left. If he's gonna do rising 1, you can sidestep to the right. But rising 4 will hit both directions, so be careful if Shaheens do rising 4. This will hit both directions on the sidestep, and then rising 2 will also hit both sidesteps. Another Shaheen move to look out for is his forward 2-4. I believe I did put this in the video, but a lot of Shaheens will stall this, and the second hit will catch on counter. I'll show you. And then he gets a free launcher off of that. So look out for this string as well, and it does have a follow-up. So look to see if your Shaheen is going to finish that. A lot of Shaheens at the higher ranks don't do this because players do usually know about it, but for my blue ranks, gotta let y'all know. I got y'all. Shaheen also has his up 1. This does hit from really far away, but it's only +1. I believe he can go into stance from this as well. Oh, he just has to cancel. So it's +1, so you can sidestep after this. If Shaheen's not using fast buttons, you can also mash on it at +1. +1 is not that bad to mash against. It's worth the risk sometimes. Just pay attention to what your Shaheen is doing. Some Shaheens do use this down back 4. It's -13 if you see this as a high crush. I have a little high crush set up, and they'll do down back 4, trying to catch some free damage. Free launch. Free damage, free launch. So look out for that. And that's really all I got for Shaheen, y'all. Next character, Steve players. One string I did forget to help you guys out with. Sometimes in the mid ranks, the blue ranks, people are doing down forward 1-1. This is mid-high, so look out for this. So yeah, you can duck that like that. So if you see this in the mid-rank, somebody abusing this, make sure you launch him for it. Another thing that's punishable by Steve is his back two. This is minus 13. A lot of Steves will have a setup that goes into this. They'll do some buttons, back two, and then, you know, like Sonic Fang, and then you're getting steamrolled by Steve. But this is minus 13, so if you see any Steves throwing this out in the neutral, minus 13, make sure you punish it. Some Steves have a bad habit. They'll do full crouch down one, and then they'll do down one again. So catch on the Steves who have bad habits of doing down one twice in a row. It's a habit that they've built up over time because they've been getting away with it for free. So when you see that first down one, sometimes it's good to just risk it and just low parry that second one. Another Steve string to look out for is this 1-2-1. A lot of people will delay the last hit to try to catch you on counter hit, and the last hit, if you wait it out, is minus 13. So look out for this string. The last hit is a counter hit launcher. Let me see if I can show you that in the right distance. Okay, Jen. Don't bag up on me. The counter hit ran out. Okay, I got y'all guys. I can show you this, I promise. There it is. There you go. All right, so look out for that as well. And then Steve also has left sway, right, left, or 1-1-1. This is plus into his flicker stance. It gives him a, you know, he's plus. So what you want to do for this is the last hit is a high. It is hard to react to, so I don't expect you guys to become Steve reaction pros, but I do want you to know that the last hit on this is a high and you can duck it. There you go, just so you can see it. At the wall, if Steve is hugging you at the wall, he's gonna step on your toes. All right, it's gonna happen. If Steve is about any further back from stepping on your toes, he is 100% chance looking for rocket launcher punch. This is minus 3. He does have an armor move he can follow with out of flicker, so look out for that as well. If he doesn't go into flicker, which every single Steve 100% of the time will go into flicker off a rocket launcher punch, yeah, look out for that armor follow-up. And then it's only minus 3, so Steve can still move around, so be careful. But I just don't want you ducking at the wall against Steve. This is what he's looking for. It's a mid, and he can keep pressure by moving around even after this and start bullying you at the wall. This next move, some of you guys just don't know, but Steve has a punch parry. You've seen the punch parry, but maybe you didn't recognize what it was because it does happen super fast and you just see yourself get punched in the face. This is for the lower ranks. Some of the higher ranks, you guys should all know this. Oh, sorry. So there it is. So sometimes Steve will do a setup. If you see 2-1, it'll go into his peekaboo stance, and he wants you to hit a button because he has it's punch parry from here. So look out for that. You shouldn't have any Steves who are abusing this 4-2-1 in the neutral. It does give you +1, and it looks like a good string, but you can interrupt this in between. Look at that, 13 frame mid. So if you got the reactions for it, if Steve out here is actually finishing this for any reason, make sure you take that. Don't let him do that. Don't let him get away with that for you, old freak. Another high-low that some mid-range Steves will use. Now this one is mid-low. This one is really fast. So if you don't duck this, I'm not mad at you, bro. Like, this is very hard to duck now. It's hard to catch those in between frames because the second hit comes so fast, but you can duck the second hit. So like that. There it is. And that's all I got for Steve. Next character, Victor. All right, so Victor, first things first, 4-4-2. This is minus 12, so it doesn't look like it's minus, but just a general rule in Tekken is that anything that's mid usually has something that's really wrong with it. So make sure you go ahead and get that 12 frame punish on that. And then he does have a switch up in a 4-4-1, but there's a heat engager, so it's kind of hard to tell which one's Victor's going to do. But when you see this one, make sure you get that punish. Another thing about Victor is his new running move. So I got a solution for you guys. You guys are gonna love this. You can beat every option almost with an armor attack. Watch this. So watch this. So boom, that gets beat. It's 2. That gets beat. 3. That gets beat. 1 plus 2. That loses. The only thing that that actually beats armor is his stomp. So if you do get the stomp, look out for that. But yeah, so no more oppressive as Victor. Make those Victors stink. Don't let them get away with this for free. Mash your armor move. So now the Victor has to be patient when he's supposed to be applying offense. Same thing with Victor's running 2 options. So it loses to stomp, but every other option loses to armor. So no more having to deal with these annoying Victors and guessing on what he's going to do next. Just mash on Victor. Keep it mashing on you. Time to mash on him. Another thing, Victor will get you a setup at the wall. He'll hit you with this down 2. It looks like big plus frames. You're scared to hit a button. This is +4. So you can actually sidestep into a different direction. Now, I wouldn't recommend sidestepping. I would actually recommend just going for an armor move after doing this. After this, Victor's like, he's almost guaranteed to hit another button. Like he's guaranteed. So, I mean, armor does sound like you just spam it against Victor. But, hey, when the pressure on you trying to win a match, it is what it is. Go ahead, make it happen. Another thing to be careful for, at the end of a match, if Victor steps on your toes, on block, this does not stagger when you block it. So be careful. So if you try to punish this, you will get counter hit, and then Victor will, take you to the wall. Victor will take you to the wall. Okay, that wasn't the right combo, but it don't matter. But look out for that. Doesn't stagger Victor. That's a little trick. Definitely will catch you at the end of a round. Another thing for you low rank, blue rank, low rank. I don't know if blues are low, but that's where the average player is. Usually where the average is average skill level. But a lot of Victors have a tail before they do a sweep. They might backdash first, and then they do the sweep. They often do it from a far range. So look out for players who give away when they're going to do sweeps. Backdashing is often one of them. Some people sidestep when they do sweeps, so just look out for those. If you hate fighting Victor and you always get hit with Expulsion in heat, I would recommend just don't even fight Victor in heat. just work on your defense if you see Victor going to heat. If this Expulsion gonna hit you, because it's always a setup that Victor about to pop off into this Expulsion. And then that's all I got for Victor. Next character, Ling Xiaoyu. So Xiaoyu has a lot of tricky moves. It's hard to give you straightforward advice because she has so many moves that people have different setups for her. But I'll tell you what you can do. Whenever Xiaoyu is in back turn, a lot of times she's looking to dodge. Whenever she go back turn, I'd recommend literally just doing anything that scoops off the ground. Most Xiaoyus, their objective is to go back turn, and then they do something that's evasive. So if they're gonna do something evasive, go for your anti-evasion moves, because they know they're in back turn. They know that they're not plus. So if you mash at the same time, most likely you'll run into each other. So literally, like Jin has double lift kicks. I would recommend as soon as you see Ling Xiaoyu go back turn, just hit that double lift kick. So as you can see there, it hits. So if she hits a button, okay, if she hits a button, you'll win it. But like I said, she's very evasive, so it's really up to you. But so a lot of Ling Xiaoyus like the Cali roll when they go back turn. So hey, see what your Ling does, and then catch her. See, 2-1 gets caught in the back roll. From Phoenix stance, Ling Xiaoyu has 2 moves. This one's mid-high, so look out for this one. But she also has a 2-1, which is mid-mid. But a lot of the times, Ling Xiaoyu will cancel this mid to go into back turn, because you know Ling Xiaoyus like to transfer into stance. So if you see this animation, most likely, I'm sorry, if you see this animation versus this animation, I know it's hard to tell, right? Me personally, I just guess. As soon as I see her do this and she goes for any punch, I'm hitting the launcher button. I don't care. If she hit me, hey, she can have it. But I tell you what she's not gonna do is back turn in my face. So look out for that as well, for those transitions from stance to stance. Another thing that Ling Xiaoyu, if she throws you from behind, just do the 1+2 break. It's not even worth guessing really to see if she's gonna do a different break, because now you're in a combo. So always just go for the 1+2 break if you're not good at breaking throws. Ling Xiaoyu also has this move from back turn. This is -13. So make sure you guys are punishing that. But she does have a different extension as a heat engager that's plus on block, but it's a high. The problem is at the higher ranks, they'll just hit confirm this. And so it doesn't matter what you do, they'll just hit confirm it and do whatever's necessary. But if she does do both of these, make sure you get your 13 frame punish. As you can see, Ling Xiaoyu to her left, out of her heat, you can sidestep this to her left. So every time you see a Ling Xiaoyu try to use this for pressure, okay, Jin didn't sidestep that time, I don't know why. Make sure you punish her for that. Do not sidestep to her right. You will actually get hit by the attack. Some of you guys are letting her Cali roll into Cali roll. You're getting hit by the second Cali roll. It's been a famous Ling Xiaoyu setup since, like, it's not even a setup. Ling Xiaoyu has been doing this since Tekken Tag 2. So this is -11. You can jab it. I recommend just doing something that lifts off the ground so that you don't have to deal with late frames. So let's say if you hit the button too late and she evades you, it launches you anyway by going under a mid or something like that. So I would, like for Jin, just do double lift kicks. Whatever attack you have that scoops off the ground, if you block a Cali roll, go for it. She's -11. She can't do anything about it. I'm pretty sure I said this in the last video already, but if you see Ling just throwing this out for free, it's -14. Don't let her do this back 4-1 in your face. Make sure you smack her. A lot of Ling Xiaoyu use just like a fish for an attack with this. This is an old one, but some of you guys might run into it. But Ling Xiaoyu has a stalling low hit launcher from Phoenix. I'll show you. There you go. All right, yeah. So it's a launcher that she has as a low hit. So in case some of you guys run into it, now you know about it. So she can't sneak this in on you. And that's all I got for Ling. Next character, Yoshimitsu. So a lot of you guys may not know, but this kick is -13. So punish this properly, because I know a lot of people probably think this is launch punishable, and you're wondering that if you punish it late or something like that, you didn't punish it late. It's just a -13 high and sometimes mid-evasive launcher. If you see Yoshi still using back 2-1 from his stance, it's -12. Make sure you catch the punish on that. If you catch a Yoshi hitting, what is it, forward 1+2? Yeah, if you catch a Yoshi hitting forward 1+2, they usually use this at the wall when you're on the ground. This is -12. So make sure you catch a punish on that. Also, the spinning kicks, only the first two are guaranteed on hit. If he does any more than that, you can actually punish Yoshi. I'll show you. So here it is. And you can beat Yoshi to the punch. So the first two will hit, but anything after that, if you block it, you can actually beat him, and you don't have to guess if he's going to do the 4 part. So there you go. Some of you lower ranks don't know, this is a hit throw from Yoshi. You have to duck this to get away from it. There is no break for it. At the higher ranks, you should already know this. If you don't know this at the higher ranks, you might be playing Panda, Zafina, or some other unknown character like Shaheen. But it is what it is. look out for this common Yoshi trap. He does 2-2, and then he'll go into flash. And so if you see a Yoshi do 2-2, he's probably going flash. Look out for that. Also, he'll do slap you silly into flash as well. So look out for that. Another common thing that Yoshis do, they'll do rising 2 into down 1. And some Yoshis have a really bad habit of always doing the down 1. So just catch on if Yoshi hits you with this rising 2 in the back turn. Most likely he's gonna down 1. Anytime Yoshi does back turn, most of the time they do back 1. An old thing that's been changed, if you're not fast reacting, Yoshi's door knocker is 0 on block. I believe it used to be like +8 or plus, I think it used to guarantee a launcher or something. I forget what it used to do in the old games, but it's actually 0 on block. So even if you don't, you can't react to the 2 highs in the middle, you can still hit buttons after this. So there you go. Look out for this common Yoshi setup as well. His throw break into 1+2. I got the computer set to throw break because he's gonna break them all anyway. But it's 0 on block, and his up 1+2 is 11 frames. So if you do anything slower than 10 frames, you'll get counter hit thrown by his throw. So look out for this trap. It looks like you have an advantage, but you don't. So look out for that. If you see a Yoshi do this, just hop kick. Hop kick immediately. There's a 100% chance he's doing this setup. If you have a Yoshi abusing 3 to 4, you can actually jab this. It is +5, but Yoshi does not have moves that are fast enough to stop you from jabbing this on block like this. So don't let Yoshi get away with this. He doesn't have anything that's fast enough at +5 to actually enforce anything from this. All right. And that's all I got for Yoshi. Next character, Zafina. Now, we've all been victims of Zafina's onslaught of stance transitions into plus frames. So it looks like this. Oh, I messed it up. Oh. So something like that is what Zafina's will do to go into like an onslaught of just plus frames, and then it's just like eventually at one of these you just feeling the pressure. So you can actually stop this off of the moves I'm going to show you off of her stances. If she really needs this from Scarecrow to get it started, but it's slow at 17 frames, and unless she hits you in the face, you could actually hit her with a down forward one. It does high crush, so do not try to jab this move whenever she does anything that leads into Scarecrow. So here we go. So you stop it right there. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Now you do gotta be careful. She does have armor moves, but a lot of Zafinas like to go into the pressure. So look out for the so most of the time they're gonna do this. It is a high crush, so do not jab this. You will get you will lose. If Zafina hits 1+2, this is -12. So look out for that. -12 from her tarantula, or I forget. She got 3 stances. She got a Scarecrow, a tarantula, and something else. So that's -12. So make sure you get your punish if she goes for that. Another thing, Zafina's 1+2, 4/4. You can actually jab in between this if you didn't know. Here it is. So yeah, if she does more than one, you can jab in between it, and the first one is -12. So if someone just tries to throw this out in the open looking for a counter hit launcher, you can, I mean, she's got the follow-up, so it's kind of scary, but for the jab, you got to reach Zafina. Most Zafinas like to do the 2-part. So I don't know why he got hit that time, but yeah, there you go. Like I said, you could just armor through Zafina's stance transitions as well, but only on block. Just be careful though, she does have a low, but Zafina's so rarely ever do the low that you're mostly safe. She's gonna lose on every other interaction when she goes in the stance. Don't hit a button in between her strings. But yeah, so if Zafina goes into Scarecrow at any point in time, just do an armor move. She really ain't got nothing that's gonna beat it except for the low. And Zafina's never do this low, because most people just let her go into stance for free. Now, if you get hit in the face, don't go for the armor move. You will lose. Unless she goes for like the big setups. So if she does like anything that's slow, you'll still be able to beat her even after getting punched in the face. But if she does fast things, which I'm not gonna lie, most likely she's not gonna do anything that's fast. A lot of Zafinas like to go for either her armored launcher. They like to go for this to continue pressure. So, I mean, there you go. And I think that's all I got for Zafina. Yeah, that's all I got for Zafina. So, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hey, I'm trying to drop out some Tekken tips, get you boys out the blue ranks. I'm gonna do the DLC in a different video. Peace.